para testificar contra la persona que nos agredió.
To testify against the person that assaulted us.
So I want to talk about the day that that incident occurred, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Do you remember what you were doing in the morning before the incident occurred?
Iba a una cita médica con mi hija.
I was going to a medical appointment with my daughter.
And which daughters were going to go with you to your appointment?
Brittany
Brittany.
And who else?
y me acompañaba mi otra hija, Fátima.
My other daughter, Fátima, was coming along with me.
Okay. And what kind of car were you driving on that day?
Estaba manejando una Ford Expedition negra.
I was driving a black Ford Expedition.
Okay. And what is the road near where you live at?
Es la Tali.
Cali Road?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. And so when you take off from your home, did you drive on Tally Road?
Sí.
Yes.
And can you tell me what occurred when you were at Tally Road?
Yo para llegar al doctor con mi hija,
In order to get to the doctor with my daughter,
agarro, para salir de ahí son dos carreteras principales donde tengo que salir.
to get there, I have to take two main roads in order to go.
Cuando iba esta persona, yo no sabía que nos iba siguiendo.
When I was going, I didn't know this person was following us.
Pero cuando yo iba en Wisman,
But when I was on Wiseman,
yo le dije a mi hija como en broma, oh, parece que esa persona que viene atrás de nosotros nos viniera siguiendo.
and I told my daughter jokingly that it seemed like that person that was riding behind us seemed like he was following us.
Y así se quedó.
And that's the way it remained.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you recall the type of vehicle that you believed was following you when you were on Wiseman?
Era una camioneta café.
It was a brown truck.
Okay. And for how long did that truck follow you?
Pues nos siguió lo que fue porque también agarró lo que son 3 freeways. Agarró el 151.
Well, he took, there were 3 freeways that he took. It was 151,
El 410
410,
y el 10 para agarrar para ir al doctor de mi hija.
and 10 in order to get to my daughter's doctor.
Cuando yo iba en el 151, yo todavía miré que esta persona iba atrás de nosotros, pero pues
When I was on 151, I noticed that this person was still riding behind us,
pero pues así quedó. Después,
but it stayed that way.
cuando yo subí para agarrar el 410, en el puente del 410 para subir al 410,
When I got on 410, on the bridge in order to access 410,
yo no miré si esta persona nos iba siguiendo
I didn't see whether this person was following us
o se fue derecho por el 151.
or he went straight on 151.
Pero cuando yo iba en el 410
But when I was on 410
y Callahan,
and Callahan,
Eh, esta persona nos ha, en ese entonces yo no sabía que nos estaba aventando su camioneta.
This person, at that moment, I didn't know that he was throwing his truck at us.
Yo pensé que él se quería pasar de carril.
I thought
Your
that he
Honor, I'm
wanted
gonna
to change
object
lanes.
to narrative. If they could keep it in
Gotta be
questioning
sustained.
format, please.
Okay, and so when the defendant was throwing his vehicle into your vehicle, did your vehicle come to a stop at some point?
Yo bajé la velocidad para que él se pasara.
I lowered my speed limit in order for him to go by.
Él se pasó, pero paró completamente su camioneta enfrente mío.
He passed by, but he stopped his truck completely in front of me.
And when he stopped his truck in front of you, what did you do?
Ah, atrás de mí venía una grúa
Behind me, there was a tow truck
donde él empezó a pitar como que no sé, yo pensé que él no iba a poder parar y,
where he started honking his horn. I thought, I don't know, that he was not going to be able to stop
y se iba a impactar con nosotros.
and that he was going to crash against us.
Entonces yo lo que hice fue pasarme,
Object to narrative. If they could keep it in question and answer format.
All right, that objection will be overruled.
entonces yo lo que hice
Then what I
fue,
did,
fue pasarme al carril de al lado y seguirle.
to go on the next lane and just keep going.
And at that point, what happened?
Yo me fui y yo miré por el retrovisor que como que él se había quedado,
I went on and I saw from the rear view mirror that he had remained behind.
pero cuando llegamos a la entrada cuando entran del freeway de Babcock,
When we got to the entry, like when you go from Babcock to go into the entryway,
él me alcanzó y me empezó a aventar su camioneta.
he reached me and he caught up with me and started throwing his truck at me.
Entonces yo me fui haciendo hacia la orilla.
So I started moving towards the side.
Al llegar a la barra de contención,
When I got into the wall,
yo ya no pude hacer nada.
I was not able to do anything.
Entonces él se atravesó enfrente mío
Then he crossed over, got in front of me,
y se bajó y me empezó a decir como que atrás.
he got out and he started telling me like behind.
En ese momento
Objection to narrative again.
Sustained.
So when the defendant got off of his car, where did he go?
hacia mi camioneta.
Towards my truck.
Okay, and was he on the driver's side by you?
Sí,
Yes.
And was he telling you anything?
I'm gonna object to hearsay.
That'll be overruled.
yo bajo un poco el vidrio para escuchar qué es lo que me decía porque yo pensé que se me había caído algo.
I
que
lowered my window a little bit to see what he was telling me because I thought that something had fallen off.
Cuando él se sube al escalón de mi carro,
When he gets on my truck's step,
mete las manos al vidrio
he puts his hands inside the window
y me dice, dame a la muchacha que traes atrás, dame a la muchacha que traes atrás. Le digo, ¿cuál muchacha? ¿Cuál muchacha? Yo le decía.
and he puts his hand in and he says, give me the girl that's inside. Give me the girl that's inside. And I said, what are you, girl? What are you referring to?
Él dice, a la que traes atrás. Le
The
digo,
one that you have behind.
yo no tengo por qué dártela.
Objection
I don't have
to
a reason to.
hearsay and the narrative again.
All right, that'll be overruled.
Specifically, Judge, just to be clear for the record, the statements not that were allegedly made by my client, but by her, by any other party.
Their statements against interest and statements against party opponent, Your Honor.
All right, the objection For the witness, you're not allowed to say what other people said except for Mr. Aguilar. All right, you may proceed with your question.
And so who was the girl that was sitting in the back seat? Who was that?
Mi hija Brittany,
My daughter, Brittany,
And so, and how old was Brittany on that day?
tenía 17 años.
she was 17.
And just to be clear, it's your testimony that the defendant was telling you, give me the girl in the back, referring to Brittany.
Sí,
Yes,
Okay. Did you allow Brittany to go with the defendant?
no,
no,
And do you see the individual that was at your car window? Do you see him in court today?
sí,
yes,
Can you please point to him and identify him by an article of clothing that he's wearing?
es él.
it's him.
Yeah. What color shirt is he wearing?
Azul.
Blue,
Thank you. I'll let the record reflect this witness has identified the defendant. And so once you did not allow Brittany to go with the defendant, what did he do then?
Se volvió a ir a su camioneta
he went back to his truck.
y lo que hizo nosotros pensamos que se iba a ir, pero él se echó de reversa y le empezó a pegar a mi camioneta.
What he did, we thought that he was going to leave, but he went backwards and started hitting my truck.
And what were you feeling at that time?
Pues miedo,
I was afraid
Why were you afraid?
porque
because
no sé qué podría pasar en ese momento.
I didn't know what could happen at that moment.
And so after he was striking your vehicle, what did you do?
Pues me quedé ahí, no me moví.
I stayed there. I did not move.
And do you recall how many times he struck your vehicle?
Pues como unas 8, no sé cuántas veces ya.
It was about 8 times. I don't know how many times.
Okay. And so I want to back up a little bit. When the defendant was at the car window, and he was asking for Brittany, what did Brittany do at that time?
Brittany le empezó a aventar cosas
She started throwing things at him.
Okay.
y le pegó con una caña de pescar en su frente donde le abrió.
And she hit him with a fishing pole in his forehead, and she made a laceration.
Okay. And was the defendant bleeding on your car?
Sí,
Yes.
Okay. And then after the defendant crashed into your vehicle, did he get back out of his car after he crashed into your vehicle?
sí.
Yes.
And okay, when he got out of his car again, what did he do?
Se sube a su camioneta en la parte de atrás,
He gets on his truck in the back part.
lo cual trae una caja de herramientas
He had a toolbox.
y entonces en eso saca un fierro. En cuanto nosotros nos vamos, él se avienta de su carro y avienta el fierro a mi carro, lo
He
cual
takes an iron rod. He goes into his truck. He gets off and throws the iron rod at my car.
I'm going to show you State's Exhibit number 10. Can you tell me what is that?
Es mi camioneta.
That is my truck.
And I'm gonna show you State's Exhibit number 17. Can you tell me what that is?
Aquí es donde él rompió la ventana de mi camioneta.
That's where he broke the window to my car.
Okay, and do you know how he broke the window to your car?
Cuando aventó el fierro.
When he threw the iron rod at it.
Now, I'm gonna show you what's been entered into evidence as State's Exhibits number 18 and 19. Specifically with State's Exhibit number 18, can you tell me what is in the car?
Todo lo que está en el...
Everything that's there?
Just, what is this item?
Una caña de pescar.
That's a fishing pole.
And is that the same fishing pole that Brittany used to strike the defendant?
No,
No,
traía,
Um,
traía otra.
there was another one.
okay. And, in regards to State's Exhibit number 19, can you tell me what that is?
What exhibit number? I'm sorry.
19.
Este es el fierro que él aventó.
This is the piece of metal that he threw at us.
And well, Your Honor, I could have a minute to.
Yes. And defense, you can move around.
I'm sorry, Judge.
You can move about the
Oh,
courtroom.
okay.
The deputy will get some for you.
Well, I'm gonna show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit number 21. Oh, you could look at what's been marked as stage exhibit number 1.
What number, Megan? I'm sorry. 21.
21. Do you recognize this?
Sí, es el fierro que él nos aventó.
Yes, that's the metal rod that he threw at us.
Your Honor, at this time, the state offers stage exhibit number 21 into evidence.
Your Honor, I object to State's Exhibit 21 being admitted because on the basis of relevance, it's not relevant to prove any of the elements of the offense for what he is charged. The only manner and means that he's charged with is hitting their vehicle with his vehicle, not with a metal rod, not breaking the back window with a metal rod. And this is only to show that the back window was broken by allegedly him throwing this object, which is not in the indictment under any of the counts. So we believe it's not relevant to prove any of the elements in the indictment as charged.
All right, state.
Your Honor, and we're offering it to prove the defendant's intent and his state of mind, and not as anything extraneous or what defense is referring to.
All right, state's exhibit number 21 is admitted.
May I publish, Your Honor?
Yes.
Now, Raquel, after the defendant threw state exhibit number 21 into your back windshield, what happened?
Nosotros nos fuimos de ahí.
We left there.
And where did you go?
Nos dirigimos hacia la salida de, nos salimos en la salida de Facebook.
We went towards, we exited on Fredericksburg.
Okay. And where specifically did you go in Fredericksburg?
Nos fuimos a la gasolinería en la Quitri que estaba del otro lado.
We went over to the gas station, the QT that was on the other side.
Okay, and once you were at the Quick Trip, did police officers show up there and sit with you?
No, ellos nos prendieron las torretas cuando íbamos a mitad del puente.
No, they turn on their lights once we hit, halfway through the bridge.
Okay, is that the bridge on Fredericksburg Road?
Sí,
Yes,
Okay, and so the police officers put their lights on to try to stop you?
sí,
yes,
Okay, and so did you make contact with them at the gasoline station on Fredericksburg?
sí.
yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to show you what's been marked. It's been entered into evidence.
That's not.
Yeah. There's a man trying to get into a woman's car. She's screaming. His license plate number is off.
Okay. So in state's exhibit number 2, Raquel, is this your black Ford Expedition?
Sí,
Yes,
And is that your arm coming out of the driver's side?
sí,
yes,
And is that the person that you've identified as the defendant here in court today?
sí,
yes,
DT 5133. It's in a Dodge truck. This woman is screaming. It's a brown Dodge truck. And the woman in the The woman's in a blanket position. Stop it.
And this truck that's depicted right here is not the truck that the defendant was driving on the offense.
Could you repeat the question for the interpreter?
Yes. The truck that is shown right here, is that the truck that the man that was hanging on your window was driving on that day?
Objection to leading.
Right, that'll be sustained.
Do you see the truck in the video?
Sí,
Yes.
Okay, who was driving that truck?
la persona que nos agredió ese día.
The person that assaulted us that day.
Started the call. Okay, so right here, if you see on the video, do you know what the defendant is doing right there with the toolbox?
Yo miré cuando él se subió y estaba buscando como nos, pues en ese momento no sabía qué es lo que estaba buscando.
I saw that he got in, he got up, he was looking for, at that moment, I didn't know what he was looking for.
Okay, and is that from where he retrieved state's exhibit number 21.
Section deleting.
That'll be overruled.
Sí,
Yes,
Now, earlier when I asked you how many times the defendant crashed into your vehicle, I believe you stated 8 times. But on the video that we see here, it looks to be about a total of 3 times. Can you explain that to me, what you meant by the 8?
pues es que yo en ese momento ya no, yo no recuerdo cuántas veces me pegó, pero sí, yo sé que me pegó varias veces.
well, it's just at that moment, I don't remember how many times he hit me, but I know that it was several times.
Okay. And after watching state's exhibit number 2, is that showing the events as they occurred on the date of the offense?
Sí,
Yes,
We pass the witness, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor. Raquel, my name is Megan Enriquez. I'm one of Edgar's attorneys. I just want to start by saying that I hate what happened to you in March of 2023, but I have to ask you a few follow-up questions to what the prosecutor asked you, okay?
está bien.
that's fine.
This was very scary for you, right?
Sí,
Yes,
And very scary for your daughters, right?
sí,
yes,
And just so the jury knows, before this day, you didn't know Edgar, right?
no,
no,
He's not a family member.
no,
no,
He's not a friend or anything like that.
no,
no,
Not a friend of your daughters or anything either, right?
no.
no,
So this was a very bizarre and confusing situation for y'all, right?
Sí,
yes,
In fact, you stated that at first you thought maybe he was trying to help you, like maybe something had fallen off of your vehicle, right?
sí,
yes,
Because you were confused as to who this person was that was approaching your vehicle and possibly following you, right?
sí,
yes,
And you said a little bit about when he's at your window that we can see in the video, he's saying some things to you, right? To you and your daughters.
sí,
yes,
And he's not making a whole lot of sense, right?
no,
no,
He's saying something about wanting to take the girl, right?
sí,
yes,
And you had no idea who he was referring to, if he was referring to you or your daughters or someone else, right?
sí sé que se estaba refiriendo a mi hija.
I know that he was referring to my daughter.
Okay, it was clear to you that he was talking about Brittany.
Sí,
Yes,
And it appears to me from your testimony with Miss Galloway that that was the scariest part of this whole situation for you, right?
sí,
yes,
The fact that he was trying to take your daughter, talking about kidnapping your daughter, right?
sí,
yes,
The part where I saw you get most emotional is when he said, let me take the girl. And when he was talking and you were talking about what he was saying to you, right?
sí,
yes,
So that part of the interaction was even scarier than his truck hitting your expedition, right?
sí,
yes,
And the damage to the side of your vehicle wasn't extensive, right?
Pues sumió lo que fue la lámina de al lado.
well, he caved in the part on the side.
Okay, but you were still able to open the doors, right?
Sí,
Yes,
When y'all get to the quick trip, both of the doors on the side that, of the vehicle that was hit were able to open.
sí,
yes,
And when his truck did hit your vehicle, it was at a very slow rate of speed, right?
de un principio sí, pero ya la última vez no, así sí fue recién.
at the beginning it was, but the last part it wasn't, it was hard.
And he didn't have a lot of space to back up, right?
I'm gonna object to
En esta,
speculation.
All right, that'll be sustained.
There was a car behind him, correct?
no,
No,
Do you recall that there were vehicles piled up behind him?
atrás de él no había ningún vehículo.
there was no vehicle behind him.
Okay, well, we know that there's at least one because this video was taken from the inside of a vehicle that's parked behind him.
I'm gonna object to this statement, not a question.
All right, that'll
Correct.
be overruled.
El vehículo de esta persona estaba más atrás, estaba como atrás del mío.
This person's vehicle was further back, it was behind mine.
Okay. But he went maybe a little bit into the next lane, is that correct? So maybe like one car could fit in the space between the vehicle that's taking this video and the truck, right?
Objection, speculation.
Sustained.
The damage to the broken window to the back of your Expedition, that wasn't caused by his truck hitting your car, right?
No,
No,
That was after you testified that there was a metal object that was thrown as you were driving away. Is that correct?
sí,
yes,
Did the DA's office ever ask you for the amount of damage to your vehicle or anything like that?
sí,
yes,
Did they explain to you that they would be charging him with an offense relating to damaging your vehicle?
no,
no,
Did they explain to you that they would be charging with an offense about trying to kidnap your daughter or anything that he said?
Judge, I'm gonna object as to confusing the issues, characterizing the evidence and our relevance, because
All right, it'll be sustained as to relevance.
You know that he's charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, right?
sí.
yes.
Thank you, Raquel.
All right, any follow-up questions?
nothing further from the state, Your Honor.
All right, is this witness excused?
By the state, yes.
Nothing further from the defense. She can be excused.
All right, you may step down.